world of Plants vs. Zombies is amusingly unconventional and idiosyncratic. It is built upon by a franchise that's not like any other. My name is David, better known as Dave Does Gaming, and I'm your host for this new daily blog series dedicated to the aforementioned video game series. First off, I wanted to thank you, my viewer, for taking interest in watching my first official blog on my Garden Warrior channel. It is a tremendous pleasure for me to take part in the Plants vs. Zombies community as a YouTube blogger. But I don't aim for making videos in the same style like that of Zero X Fusions and Strangelove, love as in LUV. I'm taking a different approach because I wouldn't be specifically dedicated to Garden Warfare and nothing else PvZ related. I'm going to be talking about everything from PvZ, the mythos, the comics, the characters, and much, much more. What I will be talking about today is what made the PvZ franchise a reality. It all goes down to its roots. PopCap was a video game company founded by entrepreneurs John Vecchi, Brian Veit, and Jason Kapalka in 2000. They aimed at making quality video games that were fun and easy to play with. Their first major title was Bejeweled, which served as the company's flagship title for a great many years. It has sold millions and millions of copies, making it a resounding success. Following Bejeweled, PopCap began developing newer titles, such as Feeding Frenzy and Bookworm, for example, and even educational titles such as the 2003 game Typer Shark. PopCap's games were generally successful, so that by the time developer George Fan joined the company no sooner than 2006, PopCap was a well-known in-house game developer. George Fan became the director of the original Plants vs. Zombies game. PvZ was originally titled Lawn of the Dead, but Fan and PopCap changed the title to avoid confusion and a possible lawsuit in its relation to the name of the George A. Romero cult classic film, Dawn of the Dead. The game took influence from other tower defense games of the day, such as Warcraft 3 and previous PopCap title Insaniquarium. Actually, speaking of which, the original enemies you were going to face weren't zombies. They were actually the aliens from Insaniquarium, but the idea was changed to zombies because zombies moved more slowly. Anyway, George Fan took further inspiration from the trading card game Magic: The Gathering, whom he played with his girlfriend, Laura Shingihara, who would serve as PvZ1's composer. The idea that came from Magic was the card system, which in turn inspired the seed packets used to plant, well, plants, on the lawn. Plants vs. Zombies spent around 3 years in development, and was originally released on Microsoft Windows and Mac OS X on May 5, 2009. But not before the studio released the famous There's a Zombie on Your Lawn music video. Release dates for the other platforms came within the next 2 to 4 years. The game became an instant hit, dethroning Bejeweled as the flagship title of PopCap. PvZ1 spawned quite a legacy. A proposed board game was in development in 2011, but was sadly cancelled. In World of Warcraft, a patch was released that featured a new game mode with similar mechanics to the final boss fight against the Zombot. After Electronic Arts acquired PopCap, development for Plants vs. Zombies 2, It's About Time, went into development, although layoffs removed George Fan from the project. It was released in 2013. The same year PvZ2 was released came the announcement of Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare, a new third-person shooter which was initially viewed with doubtful expectations. But it turned out to be a success, and was followed up by a sequel, released this year in 2016. Since the summer of 2013, Dark Horse Comics was contracted by PopCap to release a series of tie-in comics, with the first series called Lawnmageddon. More importantly did it introduce new human characters, Nate Timely and Patrice Blazing, alongside Crazy Dave, the deuteragonist of the series. In following stories, we also get to see more into depth of the personality of the leader of the zombies, the egocentrically egotistical Dr. Edgar George Zombos, who has a serious craving for pop smarts. Okay, so the word usage a second ago got a bit redundant, am I right? So that's my overview of the history of PopCap and the origins of Plants vs. Zombies. If George Fan hadn't created the PvZ series, who knows where an entire community of its hardcore followers would be today. I found a home there last year when I joined Twitter, and I don't mean to brag when I say that it is a great community. With all that said, I want to thank my viewers so much for watching this video, and if you haven't subscribed yet, I highly recommend that you do so, and please, like this video if you have enjoyed it. I'm very hopeful that this summer we'll see a plethora of blogs dedicated to this great gaming franchise, so stay tuned. My name is David, and I hope to catch you all next time on The Garden Warrior.